How's it going, guys? Today we're continuing on Storm of Rain, Deadeye. And first thing we're going to do today is figure out whether or not our shot affects Storm Rain. It says projectile attack hits deal 20% less damage. Targets at the start of their movement dealing up to 60% more as the projectile travels further. So, I believe this is the end of their movement when they hit the ground. So, we're going to test this boss here before it, and then after it with the same setup. And see if it dies 60% faster. So that's the baseline for it. And we'll try it again after lab. Alright, nothing has changed since last time, except I've now acquired Far Shot. So let's see how things go differently. If at all. I don't know, I still killed it really fast. Maybe it'll be better when compared side by side, I don't know. But seems good so far. We'll keep going. Okie dokie, just finished Merc Lab. Only level 62, so I still have a ways to go before I can put on all my gear. I do have my quiver on that I crafted. I used lightning essences to craft 2 lightning damage to attacks on this. And then it hit life, flat fizz, attack speed, accuracy. I got a quiver. Finally, that's the only thing I've really upgraded for my in-game gear. Everything else is just still for leveling stuff. Onslaught and accuracy here. We'll start upgrading stuff once I get to at least level 65. But now I'm firing 5 arrows at a time, making my clear much better. Yeah, I can throw stuff down really fast now. It's getting crazy. But once I get the bow, that's gonna cut my mana usage about in half because of the attack speed on the bow. So that's gonna change a lot with how the mana situation is. As far as the passive tree, let me get to a safe place, I guess. On the passive tree, I did get inspiration finally, and I am running Grace. I got the mastery for mana reservation efficiency and Grace reservation efficiency. I think my next level is precision efficiency. So I got all of this here. Got the reservation. Got Grace reservation. And my next point is going to go into this accuracy for precision mana reservation efficiency. I did push up here to get written in blood because I needed some intelligence so I can keep leveling gems. I already pushed up that before I started getting the crit chance and accuracy nodes. But yeah, we're moving right along. The more arrows now is making this a lot crazier, a lot faster. Yeah. Update once we get to maps. All right, we're running into the first map. Level 65. I need level 70 for gloves, 69 for a helmet, 67 or 68 for a belt. I don't have an amulet yet. 69 for the boots as well. So I did craft this ring that I dropped from Cirrus. Conductivity on hit, I put 4 of the purple imbued catalysts on this, and then hit it with bound fossils, hit conductivity on hit. Now I don't have to cast conductivity anymore. That just happens. Put on the Queen of the Forest. Currently now running Storm Rain with lightning penetration, elemental damage with attacks, lesser multiple projectiles, added lightning, and inspiration. And I am now using my bow. So I'm now firing 6 arrows with each attack. I'm lowering the mana cost substantially, and my attack speed is about half that of the Quill Rain. But I also have a lot more damage. Now for the totems, I put on elemental damage with attacks, lightning pin, and slower projectiles, and lesser multiple projectiles stayed. So those will change once I get the helmet. Once I get the helmet, LMPs come out. So I'll clear through some of this map, and then we'll look at it again once I've got it pretty much geared up. for the time being. Still missing out on quite a bit of life. Firing 6 arrows at once is pretty nuts, though. Conductivity on hit is making things just so much smoother. On this map, monster damage, rare monsters, fizzes extra lightning. So lots of monster damage. Next 3 levels are going to get me more damage as well. So that's what I'm trying to do now, is just grind out these levels so I can get my gear. Alright, passive, going into weapon lightning damage. I'm going to get arcing blows. I got Whispers of Doom, so now I can cast my Assassin's Mark, even though I have the curse on hit. So we can hopefully like nuke stuff down. That's the plan. Like so. And I want to try and find my Harbinger. If it's not down here, I'm just going to leave this map. Cool to be able to mark X-proof enemies. At least I get something. I don't see a Harbinger. I'll hit level 70 in no time. Alright, time for final update for this video. Got all of my gear on. Swapped a couple gems. I got the LMPs out. Put slower projectiles in the totems. And I put slower projectiles at first in with the self-cast. But then I'm realizing Mirage Archer is just better for map clear. Especially when it's cruising like it is. So, what do we got here? Gloves. These are gloves I was using on my other character for the longest time. Nothing too crazy there, just life and resistances that I need. At Zeri's Step. Chance to suppress spell damage. We need that. Helmet. Storm Rain fires an additional arrow with resistances. And then after that was done, it's like, okay, what do I need on an amulet? I needed some intelligence and nothing else resistance-wise. There was no resistances on this ring or an amulet, so resists are good for what I need them to do. Let's see here. Anything else here? The belt has big strength on it, which will be useful at some point. But this is not like the best belt I could have. I had to craft life onto it. Not great resistances. But the jewel that I got, I alt-crafted and regaled. Like, I alt-crafted light damage to bow attacks and lightning damage to attacks, regaled cold damage to bow attacks. So that was the jewel that found its way in there. I do have another one that I was really thinking about. Has phasing on kill and life. I do want to get rid of its quartz flask for a Stibnite flask, but cannot do that yet. On the passive tree, what I've been doing is I just got Master Fletcher, giving me a bunch of attack speed. Pushed up here, got arcing blows, got the 2 curses. We got an extra life node here. Yeah, that's about it. Upgrades to that, other than I anointed Harrier for some extra movement speed, attack speed. Because yes, attack speed is what's making this build go, and what's still destroying my mana. So probably at some point in the near future, I'm going to take 2 mana nodes here for Mind Drinker and get Clarity increased, mana reservation efficiency, and put on Clarity. At some point. Not yet. So now, I guess we'll look at what I'm going to be doing pretty much all day tomorrow. I need the piece. We're going to be chucking... I missed one. We're chucking in these tower maps. One's rolled really well. Not gonna throw anything else on them. We're gonna... And I have these watchstones all with... sextants on them currently. So I'm going to open this map, wait for it to open, okay, and then I'm going to pull all of these watchstones out and store them here in my inventory. So now this map can drop T3 towers, but I still get all of the sextant mods that were on the watchstones, and I get a delirium in here. So yeah, this is going to be something. And yeah, I'm skipping the harvest because it's just going to slow me down. And it really just plays like Toxic Rain. Just it hits instead of does not. It literally feels like an identical playing skill. Except you can like scale resistance, like penetration through the roof. Because what I'm going to try and do, I might, for tomorrow at least, like jack my All's Uprising from my other character. Because, or at least for tomorrow, so I can have the ailment immunity, and I can throw on some quant gear. Or not quant, maybe the rarity gear. The rings and whatnot. I'll be looking to farm as many nurses as I can. So if I could get quant, that's ideal. Oh my goodness. Getting my Pantheon set up so I cannot be frozen is going to be a goal for tomorrow as well. Already up to 4 tower maps dropped. Easy peasy. I'm going to need to go do a heist blueprint and get myself a trinket slot on this character as well so that I can duplicate dropped rogue markers. That's something I definitely want. And like I don't know how far it can go right now with the damage, and I can put a lot more damage on it. But need to work up the survivability, so which is mainly just like needing levels at the point where I'm at. So that we will do as well. I'm not applying exposure in any way. Don't have any golems. I can be frozen still. Anything else? I don't know. I really want to get phasing another way, which I think I know how I want to do. I think there's a bow node that can give me phasing. A bow mastery. And then I can have that. And then swap to the other flask to like push my evasion even higher. Number of maps is insane. So is the damage. Pretty nuts. I still going to be like splitting the day. I'm going to spend the first half of the day on my other character, trying to keep farm serious for awakened gems. You really ideally want to get those first because they take so long to level. So all the like crazy grinding stuff you do afterwards, like it's more efficient if you're doing that while you have your gems. I don't know if I'm doing this most efficiently or not, but just looking for nurse cards. Like really, I could just turn everything else off in the map and not worry. Look at that. Look at all the maps. So I think I'm doing okay on Quant. Like, oh, something messed up there. Turn my Assassin's Mark off. There's no real reason I need to kill this boss, but, like, I can farm the offerings. Maybe. Now, there is something else I've been thinking about as well, which is 6 linking this Impulses, which I didn't go and convert fusings, so I may do that tomorrow. Swap to the Impulses to explode enemies, which that sounds pretty cool. And yeah, I got so many towers out of there. So then, like, before and after every map, I'm gonna have to resocket all these watchstones and stuff just to get all that extra juice in the maps. And then hopefully this number of nurses goes up a lot tomorrow. Things that happened today. I got an oppressor that you take increased damage from critical strikes and have less chance to block attack damage for a little bit of life and lightning res. It was crazy. I also got a Paradoxica that I hit physical damage and chance to bleed and crit multi while a rare or unique enemy is nearby. So that's where that is. But just right now, crit chance is 32.32. Unbuffed with flasks up, that's 42. I can get power charges on bosses. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. But now, there's one more thing that I want to do. I want to see if we can either get Abyssgos or Mage Blood. Let's see, where are they? I got 7 Tainted Mythic Orbs. So these are all corrupted. Oh, that one's not corrupted. Get corrupted. Nope. Siege Breakers. And Belt of the Deceiver. Don't need those. But use the Mythic Orbs. I got my first Mythic Exalt. Up to 14 Exalts on the character. Still got gems sockets to fill into. So there's a lot I can still do on this. I think I know what I want the Awakener Orb to be used on. I looked. I should be able to... If I can get a Crusader Amulet, then I can craft a Lightning Pin on it. And then I want to Awakener Orb, Lightning Pin, and Damage Pin off of the Hunter. And I do already have a Hunter, but it also has movement speed and damage pin on it. I'd rather have the damage pin to get as much damage as possible. Well, I guess I could, well, I think this would be the same as that. I guess Shaper's better. Shaper gives 4 to 7 pin. But yeah, that's something I'll be looking for tomorrow as well. Hopefully we can get that. And yeah, things are looking great. The build feels amazing. Aside from the mana issue, and that's with minus mana cost on 1 ring and running inspiration with a 1.68 attack speed bow. So, Cool Rain, it was getting kind of ridiculous with the gems leveling, and it starts costing more as it goes up. But that's going to do it for me for today. I hope you all enjoyed. I will keep updating you on this one. Hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow.